SMEs in Malaysia, particularly in the outsourcing industry, will be able to benefit out of initiative from NKEA. In this case specifically is the EPP 2 and 3, which falls under business services. This initiative has helped and will help the SMEs to be able to be even more competitive as they embark on overseas and global sales. Malaysia has no doubt is a very attractive location for share services and outsourcing. In fact, it has been ranked 8 years in a row as the top 3 most attractive location.
Malaysia's value proposition is still pretty lackadaisical in the context of the global sourcing marketplace. For all the greatness and glory of what the country has been able to achieve in branding and positioning, unfortunately that's not reflected in the corporate reality as it relates to service providers from this part of the world. There is, on the one end, a redundancy with the services being offered. Most services that are offered here have already been dead and gone in the global context. So there is a huge gap between expectations and reality. That's the gap that Malaysia needs to cross, and it needs to cross it very quickly. I don't think the world's going to give you more than 2 to 3 years. There is a reality. You can't compete with large firms, so it's not about scale. You can compete on value. You can be small, you can be highly effective and highly impactful if you chose to impact a sector, like I said, or what we use the term verticalization. So everything else follows. Then size does not matter. The impact matters. And Malaysian companies will have to figure that out very quickly.
Well, unfortunately, I would say size does matter. But there are ways to get scale by merging, by partnering, by coming together, not just by ornamental growth, if you wish. So I think size does matter, but it's how you get there is more important. Sometimes dealing with a competitor head-on may not be the best strategy. You need to find your niche, you need to find your focus, be willing to compete in those areas. So take a portion of it, take a niche of it, carve out an area where you can say you are the best, and then go attack on those grounds.
In order for Malaysia to be positioned in the global market, they need to establish themselves as a unique and identifiable region and worry less about competing against the nations that can provide only the labor force and not necessarily the talent necessary to satisfy customer value.
Ingredients for success as far as Malaysia goes, one of the things that has surprised me on my trip to Malaysia on this occasion, companies here are not aggressive enough. They're looking very much on an introverted way, what can we do within Malaysia? And I think while Malaysia itself has got phenomenal opportunities, they should be very much more bullish and aggressive with their strategies on how they're going to expand, how they're going to add the value to their customers and extend that market space to their advantage. So they need to change their mindset hugely to a much more global way of thinking and a much more global way of creating a presence in other countries, not just Malaysia.